Oddities! Welcome back to my channel. If it is your first time here, then welcome on in. It is good to have you. So we will be continuing with our nightmare prompt challenge, as it seems to be. We are hoping for something simple, something easy, which is why we've made sure to add into the prompt generator that it is a low-income household, kind of think starter funds with between 1 and 3 Sims. So we're super excited to get started, and let's roll a prompt. Okay, so let's have a look what our next random build is going to be. Please be nice to me. You hurt my feelings last week and it was rude. A pink? Why pink? No, we're doing it again. A green. There we go. Green. I'll take Victorian row house. What is a row house? In Evergreen Harbor with the lot trait bracing breezy for 2 Sims with a budget. Why is it always 11K? That's not enough money. Must include a sun or plant room and a jail cell. I'm a creative individual. We know this, and we love this about me. That's fine. Fine, I'll do it. I don't know. I'll have to Google an image of a Victorian row house, though, because I have no idea what that is. But fine. I'll do it. I'll do it for you guys, because I love you. Whatever. Alright, so after researching what a Victorian row house was supposed to look like, I realized that it was basically just a row of houses that are kind of tightly packed together, which, I'm gonna be honest, I really like how they look, and I found some really cool images to kind of use as inspiration for this build. I also realized that I managed to do the same thing that I did with the first build, where I made an adorable pink house, completely forgetting that it was meant to be abandoned. I successfully managed to forget to add in the jail cell to this build, so I waited until the very last possible moment to add the jail cell into the house, and I end up editing a bunch of stuff later on to fit it, so that's something. I really enjoyed the shape of this build. I really kind of liked the style, and I was enjoying the colors the most. I always love green builds. I think that aesthetically they look great, and it's really nice to kind of pull in colors from, different colors from plants and stuff to kind of bring that inside. I also ended up using wallpapers that I just never use because I either have no idea what to do with them or they're too regal. But luckily with this build, because it's Victorian, I felt like I could go a little more chic and kind of posh. I also realized a little bit later on, I do not have the money for chic and posh. I had to change a lot of the things that I had preset and set down and kind of planned out because I just didn't have the money for it, which kind of really sucks. One of these days I'm going to do a build challenge where I don't have a budget and I'm really just going to kind of get to play and enjoy it. That is actually currently in the works. A little bit of foreshadowing for you guys, but I won't give too many details away. Yeah, I was trying to think of kind of where I wanted to go with this story. It had to be for 2 Sims, and I wasn't really sure how I wanted to go about it, but they have a sunroom because that's also part of the challenge, and I was trying to figure out how to pair, 2 people, a sunroom, and a jail cell. And I was thinking, how ironic would it be if everyone who saw the house was like, oh, that's such a cute sunroom, but it wasn't actually a sunroom. Instead, it was more of like a moon room, and the jail cell that's downstairs is for the werewolf that lives here. Yep, I was thinking of a situation where a werewolf lives with its sibling or brother, sister, cousin, uncle, I don't really know, but a family member. And they're very unfortunate that they're a werewolf. It wasn't their choice. They kind of got turned. And they've now lived in this house together. And the sibling or caretaker of this werewolf locks them up every month on the full moon so that they don't go on a rampage and hurt anyone. And before you ask, no, I do not have the werewolves back. So I couldn't, but I definitely wanted the house to feel very warm and welcoming and kind of just old-fashioned, but still very loving and kind of, you know, homey, just so that if you guys ever wanted to do like the Black Widow challenge, for example, or any of the other challenges that involve killing one of your Sims, then you kind of could be like, yeah, this is my super happy, funny, friendly home. Also, here's the jail cell in the basement. Yeah, I thought that might be a fun little experiment for you guys. But yeah, it was more along the lines of I kind of just wanted the house to be very unassuming from the outside. And to switch things up from the previous house that I built, instead of having it unassuming on the outside and then completely wrecked on the inside, everything was completely unassuming. You could not, for the life of you, think that there was something wrong in this house. You know, it's two very normal Sims who are, you know, either very outgoing and fun or the life of the party or whatever. And in actuality, one of them is a werewolf who will probably chomp your face off if you accidentally walk into the downstairs area of the house. We're rounding off some pieces of the interior at the moment, and we're kind of just hoping for really neutral colors everywhere, but with pops of green to kind of bring the color challenge aspect back in. I really enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed this build. I thought it was so pretty and such a stunning build. And I mean, as you can see, I took the section of the kitchen counters out to make room for the entrance to the basement. And you could 100% take the entire basement out and put the counters back and have it as a two-person house, just super small, cute Victorian house. Oh, we're coming to the end of the build now, which means I'm going to hop into game and do a short walkthrough with you guys. But yeah, let's do that. Okay, and that's the build, guys. I realized this one took so long. Genuinely, this one took so long. I had to Google what a row house was. I didn't realize it was just a row of townhouses. For some reason, I thought it was way more complicated than that. So obviously, this is just one of a townhouse. I obviously didn't have money to like build multiple. So this is the green Victorian row house with the bracing breezes. It's 11k and I have 16 left. It was a rough one. If you come in, you are greeted with the lovely sunroom on where you can have your morning tea or breakfast or something. And you have a lovely little kitchenette, very small, very quaint, and a little pantry. If you go upstairs, you have 2 beds for the 2 Sims, and a little clock on the wall, and a nice little small bathroom. And I didn't put in a sink. Oh well, there's no sink. If you go into the pantry, however, this very cute, cozy build turns a wee bit sinister, if you will. I did not enjoy making this. It felt so creepy, and it genuinely took me so many tries to figure out where to put. I tried to have a hanging bird cage at one point, and then I tried to do it just randomly outside to get it done with, and then I was like, no, I can do it like properly. Then I tried to do it in the kitchen and find like a debug cow or something, but that was a bit dark. So there's a little jail cell for someone with a little pot for them to use for the bathroom. Yes, and that's just hidden away behind this beautiful Victorian exterior. I'm gonna be honest, I really like it. I got some reference photos because I really was struggling to think of a house. And I really like it. I'm gonna be honest, the basement is not a vibe. But I really like it. I think it's really small and quaint. Definitely a starter house for 2 Sims because it's under 11k. And yeah, you just need a sink, I guess, for it to be functional. You could toss a sink in somewhere, I suppose. I don't know where you could toss in a sink, but I mean, you could add one like out there if you had a little extra money. I do not have extra money for a sink. So that's the build. I actually really like this one. I really do. So yes, that is our latest build. It will be up on the gallery. My Sims ID is Cascade, 2 S's, 2 E's. Feel free to go have a look at it. If I remember correctly, it does not have any modded content, so you shouldn't have to filter by mods. And yes, that is everything for today. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one.